Aquarius, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for early November 2023. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into energy and see what's going on for the lovely Aquarians. I hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going, my gods. Talk to me about the water bearers. What's happening here for the Aquarians as we enter Scorpio season? And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card, then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean in on, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Aquarius. My gods, talk to me. What's happening with my friends? Show me what's happening. All right, thank you. Time. Something about time is showing up here front and center. I know that's a very broad spectrum statement to make, so whether it is somebody like passing time or waiting on something, that could be a big possibility here. But with whatever situations you're dealing with, like whether it's only a matter of time or it's linking into the whole situation here, like the aspect and the structure of time. Before we fully dive into it though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the November subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. Also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading, let's talk about the card. And I was getting a little carried away with it. I was like feeling a lot of things off of it this week. So we see the lady. She is holding the hourglass. The sand is slipping through her fingers. So to me, I try to look at it in a broad spectrum. I really do. Because everyone experiences time differently and everyone's going through different things, right? To some people, it feels like, oh, wow, that day just flew by, or this year flew by. For some others, time is dragging. So you might be experiencing things in extremes when it comes to time, like either something's taken forever or it's moving really quickly. But this could be someone waiting as well. And I always like to mention that how people experience time in different ways. Like, depends on what you're doing, where you are, what you're going through, but it is playing a big factor here. So whether it is only a matter of time before a solution comes in, maybe you feel like you're passing time or waiting, right? I don't want to keep repeating it, but that feels very big with whatever situations you're going through right now. So we'll just put her down right there. Let's get into tarot. And I always say that first card doesn't make or break the reading, it's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 cards in the upright, then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness here. So let's see what's happening for the Aquarians, please, my God. Shuffle this deck one time. And while we do, let's talk about last week's reading, Aquarius. So we were coming off like a few weeks where there was like some bumpy roads, but last week's reading was very positive. It was titled Big Win Incoming. So I'm hoping a lot of you did have some different wins. Now they come in all different shapes and sizes, right? Sometimes it's monetary, sometimes it's interpersonal relationships and stuff like that. But there was a really positive energy moving towards the Aquarians. So hopefully things have been going well. And remember, that energy could still bleed over into this week. So let's see what we have for you this week. My gods, talk to me. What's happening with Aquarius? And as you know, energy is very fluid. It's never set in stone. So when we take this out, it hits for you. Because we could be seeing your vibe or someone you're linked to. Let's get it popping here. What's happening for Aquarius, please? And thank you. Yeah, I mean, the deck is being very specific this week. Okay, we have strength, and it's giving me that waiting energy I was already picking up. Okay, this is Leo energy. Might be connected to Leo here when strength shows up in position number 1. Let's keep it moving, right? Still much to go here in your story. All right, now it's blasting off like a rocket. We have the Knight of Swords. Okay. So whatever you're waiting on, it could be coming towards you, or you're moving towards it one way or another, energetically at the very least. Let's get one more out here. I don't dislike it. All right, we got the King of Wands. Wow. All right, there's a lot of power in this energy here this week. Now, to some of you, especially if you're not like super knowledgeable about the symbolism of tarot, this might seem like a very basic spread, but there's a power here. There's a lot of nuance in this spread as well. So let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into that juicy intuitive stuff. So elementally here, Aquarius, we're looking at the good old classic fire-air mixture right here with strength, with the Leo energy. Then we have the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords. And I always say it, when you mix fire and air, kaboom, right? And that could be explosive for very good reasons, but it could also be a little volatile, unpredictable, unexpected. So we'll see how it all plays out. And the one thing I find interesting, I was saying this feels like the waiting, waiting, waiting. Notice both of these court cards are watching this strength. It's like they're waiting on the right time, waiting on that go. And the energy is moving in. So let's go through one by one and see how this all plays out. So position number one, we have the strength card. Like I said, this represents the zodiac sign of Leo. This is a card of inner strength. I often see this card when people are being tested in one way or another, whether they're being tested from spirit, karmic test, from the universe itself, when people are going through trials, tribulations, problems, situations. Okay, I didn't mean to rhyme that. It just came out like that though. But I like the strength. It's internal strength of character. So we do love this card if it's not representing a person. When we see the strength card, it is angelic, it's protective as well, but this could be spirit asking you to deal with the situation with love as opposed to brute force. Like, don't force things in this time, use empathy and love. But I was already saying this, to me felt like somebody waiting, right? Like somebody waiting, and that changes like immediately, okay? Because if you're waiting on something, you might not have to wait much longer, or there's something energetically moving towards you extremely quickly, because we move into one of the fastest cards in the whole entire deck. We have the Knight of Swords right in the center. So as an air sign yourself, and Aquarius, even though they're the water bearer, they are an air sign, this Knight of Swords could represent you. So in my style of reading, when we clarify it, it could tell us the way you might be feeling, something that could be moving towards you. But notice, this Knight is in full flight. This could be very, very good for making actions, making moves, making changes. It's somebody that knows what they want and they're going to get it, and they're making moves to make it happen. This isn't waiting. It's not like this, waiting, passing time. This energy is making moves to do things. The Knight of Swords can be combative sometimes as well. That's why we have a bit of a double-edged sword with all this fire and air, because it can be good and motivational, but it can be conflict-based as well. So I'm hoping there's no warnings here, but we'll just have to see as we press forward through the reading. And there's a lot of people showing up in your read this week, Aquarius. Okay, I don't know if you're more popular than you normally are, but there's a lot of things, energies moving towards you for some reason. That's just the vibe I'm getting. It might be magnetic. So if we're looking at the energy you had in recent weeks, where it's like energy's moving towards you in a very magnetic way, whether it's good things, tough things, a little bit of both, like there's a magnetic energy to you, and I'm picking that up here heavily. On the back end, we have the King of Wands. So I was already saying Aries, Leo, Sag energy showing up here. Doesn't matter male or female. And kings represent control of their respective suit. This is a shot caller type of energy. So when I see the King of Wands, it's somebody that's focusing on where they're putting their energy and how they spend it. Am I spending my time wisely? Am I wasting my time on something? And notice this shot caller is sitting behind this knight. It's like, okay, now's the time. Now's the time. Go. Make it happen. Go, go, go. Like, it's giving me that vibe. Like, we're not waiting. It's giving me that commander type of vibe for some reason showing up here. The King of Wands, in its challenge, sometimes it could be someone that is very unpredictable. Okay, so we do have that aspect. Like, yeah, it could be someone that parties it up, loves attention, loves the spotlight. But to me, it's an extremely unpredictable energy. So when we have fire and air, and then we have this card that could be unpredictable, that card that could be unpredictable, I could see why you might be taking your time with certain things in this time, especially with the strength card. But we really need to dive deeper on all this, Aquarius. So let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. And I'm saying that because although the cards look simple on their face, like it feels so complex to me. So let's shuffle it up here. And yes, my friends, this is where I go intuitive with the message. It means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with strength here. And yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Aquarius, you can drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, strength time. What's happening? What's happening here? Queen of Swords. Who's this putting the guard up? Okay, very protective here. Okay, so whether it's you being protective of yourself or your own energy, it's like we have another person here with this Queen of Swords, and look, they're like facing each other off. This is the oddest thing. So it could be several things I'm picking up here. One, you might be putting your foot in the ground about something, saying, no, hold up, wait. We're going to hold off for a minute. We're going to wait here. This is you. Like with the Queen of Swords, it's another one that could be you. And I always say she's stern, she's serious, she's no nonsense, no games, no BS. So whether this is somebody like serious about a choice or decision, that's a big possibility. But when I see her underneath this Strength card, it feels very protective, like mama bear type of energy. Okay, so whether you're being protective over yourself or other people around you, there's like a territorial, protective type of energy I'm picking up here up front. But notice, still all fire and air, so there is that explosive possible volatility underneath the surface that we really want to watch out for. Whether it's a situation or we'll see. I don't feel like I have enough information just yet because we're getting so many people, right? There's so many people. So in this time, please protect your energy in this time. And I feel like you're doing that, right? You might be doing things to protect your own sanity or protect your own energy. It's like, yeah, I don't want to deal with that crap. I don't want to deal with that crap. You could stay over there. You could stay over there. That's just what I'm picking up. Let's keep moving. I know I'm giving out message after message, but that's just the vibe I'm picking up. So let's see what that Knight of Swords is about. Let's see what that's about. I don't know if, like, I did say you have this magnetic energy around you, but I don't think you, yeah. We have the Six of Pentacles underneath the Knight of Swords, like someone knocking on the door here, and I don't know if you're super receptive about it, Aquarius. Okay, yeah, the Six of Pentacles is usually harmonious. It's a card of gift giving. It's a super good, easy flowing, easy going type of energy. But when I see it underneath this Knight of Swords, I feel like this front end, even though it has Leo energy, I feel like this is you here. And the energy is coming at you. So whether you wanted to, whether you don't, I feel like you're like, whoa, slow it down here. There's a lot of energetic intensity here. So there's a lot of people, things, situations that are like coming at you magnetically. And I'm not sure you're really about it at this time. That's just what I'm picking up. Now, with the Six of Pentacles, it's charitable, it's loving, it's giving, but I don't feel you being completely open to it for whatever reason. Not saying you'll never be. Not saying you'll never be open to this energy, but at the moment, I don't feel you being completely receptive. Like I said, I was getting that very protective, skeptical type of energy in the front end. Now, if this is you, if you're putting energy towards somebody else, they might be a little skeptical. Just keep that in mind, right? The roles could always switch in reverse. It all depends. But there is someone or something that's coming towards you. And I always give the tagline, like, here it comes or here they come. It's showing up here all over the place. It's up to you to be receptive to it or not, though, right? That's your call to make. And I will say, for a lot of Aquarians, don't be surprised if someone tries like gifting you or charming you in some sort of way. Let's see what's up with that King of Wands. Let's see why the King of Wands is here. And we'll do a quick little recap before we get into the shadow card. Interesting spread. But yeah, you got a lot of energies coming towards you, Aquarius. And even though that is Earth, that calms it down a little bit, that Six of Pentacles, it still has that, all right, half the deck just flew out of my hands. We're not taking that many cards. Shuffle it up one more time, right? Sometimes I'll take two when they come out as clarifiers, but why is that? And it kind of leads into the point where I was saying, if you're a long-time watcher, how many readings of mine have you seen where half the deck falls out of my hands? This energy to me feels like there's so much energy coming at you. Make sure it's not overwhelming. Now we have the karmic energy here. We have Lady Justice in the upright underneath this King of Wands. This one feels a little bit more reserved. This feels a little bit more reserved, so someone's going to come correct. That's a big thing here, where like this one feels like a little too much. This one feels a lot more like reserved, cool, calm, collected, and I like that energy. So not everything moving towards you or not everyone moving towards you is coming at you aggressive or over the top or too much, because there is like a nice, softer, easy flowing energy here. Now, Lady Justice could be Libra energy. Notice she's under fire sign, so we have one card here that's not of the fire air suit. So yes, it could be explosive action moving towards you as well. We could always give that tagline. This is a karmic card. This is a card of decisions. This is a card of legal situations as well. So if you're signing contracts in this time, be careful what you're signing. Make sure you read all the fine print. But when I get Lady Justice in the upright underneath the King of Wands, this is somebody either fixing their approach or coming correct. Okay, so where this one's like a little more chaotic, this one's coming at you correct. So once again, Aquarius, you got a lot of people coming at you, or various people or situations. There's just a lot of energy moving at you magnetically. So just know this. But I'd say this one works smoother than this one in the center. Could be someone switching their approach as well, which is what we like. Let's go through and do a quick recap here, Aquarius. There's just so much stuff happening this week. Let's do the recap before the shadow card. If you kindly look in the box, I did say this front end feels more like your energy here. It's like waiting, pondering, We have the strength card with the Queen of Swords in the upright. This just screams you to me, right? Because Aquarius and then Leo, that's your opposite sign. So I feel you possibly waiting. You possibly have a protective or a territorial energy about you, a little skepticism here, and keeping an eye on something, that's for sure. But as we move to the center, maybe you're going through lots of different tests, but there's so much explosive energy and volatile energy all over the place. And I did say it's coming at you magnetically, because whereas I feel like this is you, all this energy is like crashing like a wave. In the center, we have the Knight of Swords with the Six of Pentacles. People might try gifting you things or sweet talking you in this time, but this is kind of like an overbearing energy. So someone might be doing a little too much. And like I said, if they're coming in like this, you might not be super receptive to it, right? But I did say either something or someone, here it comes or here they come. It's all over this reading, right? This magnetic energy is all over the place. On the back end, we have the King of Wands with Lady Justice in the upright. This energy is coming more correct. It's a little smoother. It's a little calmer. It's more manageable, right? It doesn't feel overbearing here. I did say watch out for legal situations, but this one feels very balanced here. So that's what we like to see. Aquarius, please take a screenshot. I mean, I know that had a lot of things happen in there. If it wasn't it, and check your other alignments, please. But let's see what's in the shadows for you. What's in the shadows for Aquarius, please? And I always like to pull this one shadow card at the very end. I feel like it's a nice thing to do, whether it's something within you, something you don't quite see. Doesn't always have to be a challenge either. So let's see what's in the shadows for Aquarius. Oh, and yes, if you've made it to this point in reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it down in the comments below. Adding a new tier, it's only a couple bucks. So those of you that want to get the membership badge and the zodiac emojis, you can check it out, right? No pressure. But let's see what's happening. What's in the shadows for my Aquarians, please? Just to end this off in a nice, easy way. What's in the shadows? Okay. Yeah, now this deck is being specific. It's like, no. There it is. Thank you. Wheel of Fortune, that's good. That's very, very good. So luck is on your side, even if you don't see it, even if you don't know it. There could be things changing suddenly or quickly here. But whenever I get the Wheel of Fortune, even in the shadows, it's like, yeah, you might have eternal luck that you don't even see coming. So this is claimable energy. Now, I will say, this is also a karmic energy. So maybe Spirit is asking you to look back on a past cycle, or just know that you're in the midst of some sort of cycle change, and that's okay. But I love this card in the shadows because to me, this is a surprise, but in a very good way. So something might go way better than you expect, or you might have some sort of surprising result that goes way better than you think it will. So I would claim that, Aquarius. But yeah, my friends, that's what I have for you this week. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details. The November subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the October subscriber surprise, the winners will be in the community tab after this week's fire and air readings. But for November, we're bringing back winner's choice. 2 lucky subscribers will get to pick a deck of their choosing up to $40 US. So if you'd like to get your name in for that, it's 2 simple things. As always, my friends, first, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, out of all the zodiac signs, which one do you think is the most fun? Which one do you have the most fun with? And yeah, after that, you'll be entered to win. And at the end of November, I'll pick the winners at random as usual. My friends, much love, and I'll see you soon.